always thought there was a light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, well, I guess not.
Sega officially denies the existence of God. This is Panic.
That's Panic.
It was released for the Sega CD here in North America in 1994, in Japan in 1993, where it was known as Switch. This is a game that Sega, specifically their Hitmaker division, teamed up with a Japanese comedy troupe to make an adventure game. They also had the involvement of a famous film composer and artist and animator, who we'll get to as we explore this game.
Mm-hmm.
Let me emphasize something straight up. See that rating down there? That's T for teen. That means it's appropriate for teenagers, and most importantly, a Twitch audience. Now, this game has some bawdy humor in it, some that may be a little bit objectionable, but anytime that crops up, I just want you to think T for teen. T for teen. This passed the ESRB rating submission board and made it onto the store shelves in North America somehow. So with that said...
Oh, I have... Okay, so here's the thing. I have never played Panic, which is wild because this game seems like it's right up my alley.
It does, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand the controls over to Alex, and he's going to get his first hands-on experience with Panic. I want to try and wrap this up nicely. We probably won't finish the game, at least during Alex's playthrough, but if we have some time left over at the end, I want to attempt a speedrun, since I saw one last night and I want to duplicate it. And I figure a few hours is more than enough to prepare a speedrun, right? So Panic! Right. Who's heard of this game? Who's familiar? Odds are not many of you, because Sega CD in '94 was not looking great. And in fact, Sega started to localize this and then quit.
Skase!
And they had to finish up their localization with help from Data East USA. So a real dream team here. Data East teaming up with Sega and God knows whoever else.
Danny, you're Sukomi and I'm Boke.
That's exactly what we are.
I love this already.
Mm-hmm. I hate when my car beats me up.
What is this 70s experimental animation shit?
It's a game made for you, Alex.
Oh, crap!
Did you even know that robot was carrying a guitar? He is.
Oh my god.
It's an American guitar.
Hell yeah. God bless America.
No, you're not going insane. The game really sounds like this.
So this game almost got an MA-17.
It did when Sega rated it, and then the ESRB saw it and they were like, no, it's fine.
Which is kind of weird. Sorry, just this animation is just my shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, everything threw up. Now quickly turn down the volume. This game does not have very good balance. Alright, so what the hell was that we just saw? Well, that was the result of a worldwide computer malfunction that makes things like that happen.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a central computer network server, we know it as Amazon Cloud Services.
I was gonna call it the Matrix, but I guess Amazon Cloud is more, yeah. I love Videodrome.
And that's what started happening. All of our appliances and electronics started vomiting. And also killing us. That's kind of a problem.
This is what's wrong with the Internet of Things.
And that's the story. Now, it doesn't tell you this, but you control a little boy by the name of Slap and his dog Stick. So that should tell you just, why are you doing this?
I was just saying, so should I return to title?
Yes.
I just went to options and just wanted to see the options, and there were no options.
No, there's only options to delete my save data. It's like you're drawn to it. Alright, choose number 2, if you would. I was practicing my speedrun last night. Turns out pretty easy to do. Alright, so this is you. You are Slap, playing on your Mega CD, and then one day you get sucked into the TV.
Uh-huh. Alright,
Okay,
so...
now you can turn up the volume a little bit. That should do it. Alright, what'll it be? Good choice. And you've just experienced 100% of the gameplay in this game. All you do is push buttons.
Nice.
Yeah, this is less of a game and more of a multimedia experience.
Nice!
Kinda suited to the Sega CD hardware, because back then it was basically just a Genesis with a CD grafted on. You could play some FMV, you could play CD audio, but what this game does is you push a button, and it loads a short animation into the Sega Genesis memory, and then it plays it. Simple.
Cool.
Easy. Also, most of the sound effects are a cappella. There's a reason for that. We'll get into that. There's a lot to be said about this game, but yeah, from what you can see, just push buttons. Some take you to different places. Some kill you. That's fine. Oh, crushed by the rush hour crowd. Alex, you should be proud. You've already mastered this game.
I am pretty good at it, yeah.
The 3 buttons all do the same thing on the Genesis pad. This game's also compatible with the Mega Mouse.
Mega Mouse, huh?
Yep. They released a mouse for the Sega Genesis, compatible with like a dozen games, and this is one of them. Oh man, act fast. Huh? Uh-oh.
Well, shit.
I like the spooky music.
I'm going up. I just decided to leave. Fuck it.
Alright, welcome to the film camera. Start pushing buttons.
Obviously, that's the most tempting button, but I refuse.
It could be a trick.
Button.
Oh my god. It was secretly one of those big dogs.
Oh, those weird robot dogs!
Those things that are going to come and kill us one day.
Have you seen the one that slipped on the banana peels? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That's going directly in their memory banks. They're going to remember that as they exterminate the human race.
Wow, I'm doing really good.
You are, actually.
What if I beat the game?
What if? You might. I mean, I never
like
have.
This. I like this bomb. This bomb looks cool.
Alright, green bomb.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Now, a lot of the jokes in the game are like that. They're just so stupid that you have to laugh. Like, seeing this presented as traditional comedy would be pretty idiotic, but seeing it in the context of a video game is actually pretty interesting. It elevates it beyond what it would be, I think.
I don't know if you saw it, pardon me, but, the animator who animated these sequences, their bread and butter, they did a TV series for a while where they kind of animated... Ah! Oh shit, this kid's
Blender's
screwed.
ruining everything. Alright, so like Alex was saying, and like I was saying before, this game is an all-star cast of people across all sorts of different mediums. They had film people, they had audio designers, like actual people from outside the games industry.
Get me off this thing! I don't want to preserve my girlish figure!
And that's the result. So who Alex was talking about is a fellow by the name of Renzo Kinoshita, who ended up doing a lot of psychedelic animations in Japan in the 60s and 70s. They tapped him to draw and animate this entire game. And looking at his other stuff, who friend of the show Ray Barnholt linked to earlier.
Yes, and we will be showing an intermission.
You can very much see the resemblance. I don't know if I've ever seen this scene. You're going to unexplored territory here. And now you're going somewhere else.
I'm the weird animation whisperer.
So in terms of content, this game is basically a series of paths from one level to the end. There is an end point. There are also death points, so you can warp to some areas and just die if you're really unlucky. But the bulk of the game is all these different gags that you see when you push the wrong button. There's several hundred of these, possibly more than 1,000. There are many buttons in this game, and they all have unique jokes to them.
I'm gonna touch the nose.
Yeah, give him a boop. Boop that Frankenstein.
Yeah, if you like this kind of jokey animation style, I do recommend, I'll link to it. Ray Barnholt has a playlist of Renzo's animation. But there's a lot of other animators who did kind of... In the 60s and 70s, there was a lot of kind of short gag animation like this. Somebody who I'm thinking of, whose name eludes me right now, but there was a Cuban animator who did a lot of stuff kind of like this, except a lot racier and hornier.
I see.
Because it was the 70s.
Well, this does get a little racy. I guess that just kind of goes part and parcel with the whole thing. If you're making gag stuff, it's going to get a little bit lewd. It's just how it goes.
Let's check the side of his mouth.
You're on the speedrun path right now, by the way.
How?
And though this game has several dozens of hours of content you can explore, the speedrun for this is just over 4 minutes. It is 4 minutes and 4 seconds.
I'm not playing this, by the way, so doing this automatically. Slap just seems mad at me.
He always seems befuddled. Always kind of put upon.
Yes, he worked at Mushi Pro as well, and he actually ended up founding his own animation team with his wife, a lot like John and Faith Hubley did.
Oh, crushed by Tetris. Yeah, there's a lot of good gags in here that are specifically video game themed. Alright, you're still on the speedrun path.
How?
Oh no, wait, this is different.
Oh, sorry.
Alex isn't going to be secretly, accidentally speedrunning this. It's the sound effects that are the best part.
Get owned.
That was my house! Alright, so to get into this game's development, first of all, here's a little interstitial. What you gotta say, game?
Ah, that's funny! I always thought there was a light at the end of the tunnel! Oh well, I guess not!
Sega officially denies the existence of God in a Sega CD game. Hot scoop. Boy, I want to talk about this game, but it doesn't really give me a lot of room to...
Talk, because...
Everything's always barfing on me. Alright, so as I mentioned before, co-production between Sega Hitmaker and a theater troupe called Wahaha Hompo, who was mainly known for their comedy acts. I think they were kind of like an upright citizens brigade of Japan. Oh, this scene's good. This game was directed by Tomohiro Kondo, who previously directed Radmobile, a Sega arcade game. And in the years after this... Oh, it's beautiful.
That's... You can do that in Second Life if you want, if you set your house to, like, 0% transparency. 100% transparency. I should do that.
Cool Second Life tricks. And obscure Sega CD games. The Retro Pals promise. Alright, so Kondo, that guy I was talking about, in addition to directing Radmobile, after this, he directed Panzer Dragoon Zwei for Sega Saturn, which is a pretty famous game. And he also directed another game that we've played through on stream before, the Sega Saturn version of The Mansion of Hidden Souls.
That's one of my favorite games!
Mm-hmm. So,
I love Echo.
System Sacom strikes again.
That's me!
Oh, he got so happy.
That's my face! That's my face when I see something cool. This is just a Second Life simulator, this part. Oh, there I go.
I once said I'd give an arm and a leg to live in Hawaii. They let me keep the leg, so I could wear this cool dress. Aloha!
Why would they choose this game to bring over?
See, that's the thing. Also like Mansion of Hidden Souls, the Sega CD one, developed by Sega, but ultimately published over here by Vic Tokai, because Sega got cold feet on releasing it here.
I'm back here.
By 93 or 94, Sega CD wasn't really doing too well, and Sega had a bunch of half-finished projects, including this and Mansion of Hidden Souls. And I guess what they did is they just approached their licensees, like Data East and Vic Tokai, and they were all like, hey, you want to publish this stuff? You can finish it up, and in turn you'll get a cut of the profits. I don't know. It seems like a shame to let these games lie untranslated. And that's what happened.
Get me off this thing!
Not again.
I don't want to preserve my girlish figure!
What did you push last time? Push it again. It's also possible to get in a loop in this game.
I'm trying to remember. I think this is the one that gets me out.
Okay.
There we go.
So yeah, quite an interesting time in Sega history where they had these amazingly inventive games, but no desire to release them over here. First of all, because it cost a lot of money to translate and localize. Second of all, because these games were just plain weird. They weren't sure if they would resonate with an American audience. Like this. How do you market this?
With a horrible ad with milk shooting out of someone's nose.
That is what they did. Yeah, there was an ad that said "Got Panic" in a parody of the Got Milk ad campaign. And that was how they promoted it. I think they sold 3, maybe 4 copies. Oh, you're beautiful. Citation needed on that last part, by the way. But suffice to say, I couldn't imagine this being too popular, especially in '94. People were gearing up for the PlayStation and Saturn, and Sega all of a sudden had this non-game that they expected you to appreciate.
The fuck am I supposed to... Okay.
And the thing is, not many people appreciated this. GamePro gave it a 1 in fun factor. One of only 12 games to ever get that distinction in GamePro over all the years they were reviewing games. But look at this, it's art. Do not cast your pearls before GamePro, is what I'm saying. I guess in a traditional sense, yeah, there's no gameplay. You don't actually do anything. Picture me doing finger quotes through all that. But can you really quantify this kind of experience? Can you? Can you really? I don't think GamePro was able to appreciate this game. Let's put it that way.
I don't think a lot of people were.
Alright, so other fun facts. You ready for another fun fact?
Yes, give me some fun facts.
This game is composed by film composer Kei Tani, who did a whole bunch of famous film work in Japan, and also had an odd career as like this novelty pop musician who would occasionally release these singles that would get a lot of attention on the radio. Specifically, he coined the nonsense phrase gachon, which you hear in this game a lot, and tends to appear in random works of Japanese pop culture.
Yeah, actually.
He later did a song for Beatmania Gotta Mix called Nana Hana Gachon, or something like that, which prominently features that phrase. And yeah, I had played that Beatmania Gotta Mix song, and when I found out the link, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Can look at a lot of light bulbs.
We're seeing art right now.
This is art. I won't lie. Oh, Electric Boogaloo mentions there is a PS2 version of Panic in Japan.
There is, yeah. Eventually they remade it. This was a Mega CD exclusive for a while, and Then it got a PS2 release. Never actually played that one, so I don't know if they updated it at all or anything. They had to have redrawn the graphics, right? Like, this is obviously done within the Sega CD's color limitations, and it looks really good for a Sega CD game. There's no full motion video or compressed artifacting.
Yeah, it's just kind of...
Just beautiful rainbows.
Just beautiful rainbows.
Alright, pick a good one. Alright, so Burton Radon's likens this game to stuff like Botanicula. Is that how you say that? Botanicula. Oh, it's Christmas!
There's Santa.
And yeah, in the modern era, there are more games like this where you're just expected to experiment with what you're given and try and suss things out like that. But putting out this game. Cool
This game
dragon.
is good now. This game is true art, and I'm gonna fight GamePro.
Yeah. But putting this out in 94 is like asking GamePro to appreciate the gaming indie scene of 2018. It just wasn't going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I think I already pressed that button before. Sorry. I've completely forgotten which buttons I pressed.
Go for the bottom 4.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Beautiful flowers.
Yeah, Neon Dragon Baby. What other games got that? No game.
Mm-hmm.
And right now the game's being delightful, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it can get pretty gross. We already saw a lot of things vomiting.
Oh, there I go. Whew.
And some scenes like that are kind of a problem, because they give you like a dozen different switches to push.
Well, I'm in space now.
Hey, welcome.
That seems like a bad choice. I'll go with this one.
Well, you can't really tell what the buttons say. The game has a habit of lying to you. Since, there are no stakes, there's no real need to really think about this too much.
Cool.
Alright, one of the buttons has Mickey Mouse on it.
I
There's
don't
a
think
ghost.
that's Mickey. That's like a fucked up Mickey. That's
That's
Ricky Rouse.
Mickey's fucked up cousin, yeah.
That's like Dickie Louse.
Dickie Louse.
I'm gonna click on Dickie Louse.
Alright, see what he does. What you got for us, Dickie? I'm afraid.
I see you're just a chip off the old block. Or should I say, chopping block, huh?
Am I gonna die?
I think you are. There is this vaguely unsettling undertone throughout the game. Occasionally things get pretty dark. You do end up dying a lot, I guess. Oh, wow.
Did that die?
That looks pretty definitive, yeah. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Let's go to the sun.
Apricot Ghost says, I think we're all going to die. Yeah, that's the impression I'm getting from this game.
Got smashed again.
This game reminds us of the grim specter of death, but it's also delightful. That's the Sega CD in a nutshell.
Angel, please help me.
Nope.
No.
Squished. And a lot of the gags in this game are similar, but it actually works out because it ends up putting like variations on a theme and making running gags and stuff like that.
I'm out!
Be careful here, Alex.
Okay, so this sucks.
This looks a little bit dangerous. Make sure you push the right button.
I like the bathtub. Please be okay.
Well, let's find out. Yay!
Yay! Sucks.
It's so weird how you can go from neon dragons to, like, atomic bomb testing.
Well, Renzo actually... Uh-oh.
Oh boy, you better think quick. So I guess the animator did a lot of work in the same vein.
Yeah, they actually did a serious animated piece about Hiroshima, complete with like a animated retelling of how the bomb went off.
Skydiving without a parachute. Somehow, I knew you'd fall for that one.
Thanks, Satan. So yeah, it covers familiar ground both from...
oh god!
Both from the comedy troupe that they contracted, as well as the animator, as well as the sound designer. I'm pretty sure they all had input in this game. That's not gonna...
Oh yeah, this background is killing the stream, by the way.
Oh, nice. You better get out of here.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Go on! Hey, good job.
Hey.
You saved the stream. Our bitrate has been saved. This looks promising. Okay.
I'm gonna use this hashtag here. Hashtag branding.
Oh, it just loops you into an infinite Twitter argument.
Everyone's got their problems. Cleopatra wasn't the only queen of denial.
That's true.
I wonder how some of these jokes translated into Japanese.
Oh look, this is an @ symbol.
Oh yeah. Go the
Let's
Twitter
let's
route.
@ Cleopatra.
Oh, crop circled.
Oh, I got ratioed. All right. Let's try this bunch of grapes.
Sounds good. Sounds logical. Oh, you did it. So yeah, a lot of the game didn't need translating. A lot of it is universal, nonverbal humor, which I appreciate. But there are parts where there's these little spoken word sequences. I guess they're originally jokes in Japanese that they just kind of translated.
Danny, what the fuck do I do?
I don't know. Push something. I've never seen this scene. This is bizarre. I think you found the gameplay. Alex, I've been playing this game for decades and I've never found any gameplay. Have fun. Oh, are only some of them real? Okay, you gotta find the real ones. Alright, you're working your way backwards. Now you're working your way forwards.
Okay, so I get this one.
Let's think it out.
Okay, so I refuse to look at chat. I refuse to get help. I'm a real man, and real men just play Panic without any assistance, befuddled, confused, and angry at the world.
Real men don't read instructions.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's my Tim Allen.
Yeah, Mrs. Jinsey, that's my fear right now, that we're playing Lights Out. That could be it. Alright, which one of these thousands of little things is the right
Please
one?
help me.
Better push that one again. We might be here a while.
I have no clue what to do here, Danny.
I'm guessing you need to just push the right one.
You don't say!
That's my tip. I think I quoted that from GamePro. You gotta push the right buttons. Try the one in the lower right. Oh, look at that.
I'm an intellectual.
Yes, you are. Alex figured out the unsolvable puzzle.
I'm also pretty scared that I'm watching TV. Alright.
You look pretty uncertain about this.
Renzo, what you got for me here?
Whoa.
Sucks. Sorry to the viewers. Alright, so don't press plus. What about minus?
Oh, you don't want to know what minus is.
Uh-oh.
Even the calendar? Oh.
Well, at least I was still alive.
Yeah, at least you didn't melt. Uh-huh. T for teen. Only teens can appreciate this.
That's true, though.
Only teens can appreciate a TV urinating on the wall. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of the stuff didn't need localization. They just brought it over. Doesn't matter if it didn't make sense. Nice ass statue.
I love the ass statue! Holy shit! Love. Love ass statue.
Oh my god! Alex, what have you done? In a review for EGM, the editors praised this game for its twisted sense of humor, and now I'm seeing what they mean. A gun came out of a butt and killed everyone. Now I'm afraid to even ask what this is.
Please don't kill me.
GamePro was wrong. 1 out of 5. My ass.
Hey, look, it's a Starlight vocal band or whatever. Starland
Wow,
vocal
Alex.
band.
Making a joke from the 70s.
I will...
I only know that band by its appearance on The Simpsons. And by appearance, I mean Homer said it once.
That statue. No! No!
Alright, Alex, make the right choice here.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
You gotta push a button.
Oh, man, I don't wanna. All
Yeah.
these buttons are gonna kill me.
Hey, good job.
I am so good at this. I'm not taking you to any of the body humor.
Yeah. Body humor, I see.
Not
In
just
addition-
trying to crash. I just want to see, like, the nasty stuff. Like,
Well, in addition to humor, there's just straight up horrific stuff in this game, but you're skipping past all of it.
this isn't intentional. I'm the weird game whisperer. Alright, I'm gonna click on Japan. Actually, can I click on America? Which one of these is America?
Click on whatever you want. The world is your oyster.
I see Africa, Europe, Australia. I think that's America. Let's click on America.
It looks like South America.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Oh, look what you did.
I was hungry. Alright,
I
let's
think
try.
number 6 is America.
Oh, you're right.
It looks like Alaska up there.
Let's go to America, baby. Flat
See,
Earthers.
everyone
there.
watching this, you're lucky. You could be at GDC right now, being bored out of your skull, and instead you're watching this.
Listen, everybody at GDC watching this, watch me click on Europe. Y'all watching this?
All the Europeans are like, "Woo, Europe!"
There I go.
Hey, Europe was the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, there's your dog friend for the
Oh
first
my god,
time.
my dog showed up. Okay, which one of these is 420?
That would be.
That's actually probably the closest to 420. It's like after 420.
That's like 440. That's
Yeah.
close enough.
It was the right one!
Man, you're good at this.
Alright, here we go.
Now, I should note, not everything from the Japanese release made it into the American version. Apparently there's one scene that was deleted where you push buttons on a cigarette vending machine. They couldn't make that work, apparently.
5.
There's also another scene with a Japanese typewriter that didn't make it to the US release.
Oh, I love Willy Beamish.
I don't like where this is going.
Run!
Run, kid. Get your dog out of there. Oh.
Okay, let's try 1. Because we're number 1.
I'm trying to imagine what actual Sega CD owners would have thought of this game back when it was first released. And I guess I don't really have to, because I don't imagine a lot of people played this. This is the kind of thing you don't really pick up off the store shelf and decide to buy. Especially not in 1994. Not for the Sega CD. At that point, retailers were more interested in dropping the price of these games. So if you were patient, you could get Double Switch for $10, Popful Mail for $20.
Uh-oh.
So it was a good time to be buying games, if you were a Sega CD owner. But there was a lot of stuff on the shelves that either didn't get any promotion, or you just had no idea what it was just by looking at it. And this is one of those games. Alright, where's this going? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Saturn,
Okay.
right. Jellyfish.
Dancing.
I don't know what that is.
Boobs.
It's probably boobs, knowing this game.
One of these has got to be the right one.
And even if you were in the
there we
mood
go.
to enjoy this kind of thing, I don't know if audiences would really enjoy this.
So it's a hand job, this is a hand job, that... Man, I got to stop hanging around on this street corner.
Wow! Are you fucking kidding me?
That was pretty amazing. That and just the tonal whiplash of everything in this game. It goes from horror to comedy to inappropriate comedy
That
to...
was...
Just push the button. It's certainly a unique game. You can't dispute that. There was
No,
nothing
he was
else
saying
like this.
hand job. He was saying hand job and standing on a street corner. Don't pretend it was a different time. It was meant to be horny.
I don't know what to expect from this game anymore. I'm honestly kind of scared now.
Cool. I'm gonna die. Gonna die with this flower.
Oh,
Oh.
and your magical ability to just teleport around.
I don't trust the smiles or the skulls, so I'm gonna press this.
Good. That's logic.
You know me, I only use logic and reason.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's a bubble machine. Uh-oh. It's a poop.
It's a... Okay. Nice ass, again,
Uh-huh.
thank you.
You gotta have a
He
button
really
there.
likes the ass. Is that turd? No, it's another atomic bomb.
Just as a reminder, in case you'd forgotten, well, he has mixed opinions about what he just saw.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I would too.
Okay, whoever called me out for pressing the nipple button. Yes, that is what I press. Oh my god.
Oh, goodness. Aw.
Aw, poor guy. Let's try this nipple button.
I say push the skulls. I say
No.
go for it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's that damn genie again.
I don't like him either.
I do like the occasional scenes that reference other scenes. It really rewards you for going deep into this game. Fish. Oh, it's a delightful ocean scene. Look at all that stuff.
Please not another atomic bomb.
Got your octopus, you got your manbo, and a shark.
Ah. Oh, thank God.
The inscrutable reactions your character has to all this stuff
right.
is
Pressing a skull.
one of the best
Screw it.
parts.
Ah, it was the right button.
Oh, good job.
That wasn't so hard, was it? You're making great progress.
Yeah, I this game...
Probably not sexual. It's probably fine.
Danny.
I don't know what the lines were originally in Japanese, but this is Data East translating this, so there's a little bit of artistic license involved, probably.
Some of these had to have been horny in the original. Come on.
They probably were.
Let's not pretend.
The meaning probably got across.
Uh-oh, I don't like this.
This looks fine.
No. Okay.
Wow. Twisted, EGM. I think I'm gonna give you 5 more minutes to beat the game before I do my speedrun. I do want to get that in.
I love the...
You can't drive?
I like this guy crying in the window. The poor...
Look, no one's happy in that scene. Look at that.
I love all these colors. I like this one. There we go.
You're happy, though. God damn it, Alex. I wanted to see what would happen. Oh, something sick and twisted is gonna happen here. I just know it.
There's too many guns. The Washington Generals logo.
Yep. Always a good pick.
No. It's E621.
You made a good pick there. That was a good button to push. Well? Oh.
I fucked that up.
Oh, Alex. Oh, Alex.
You said gacho. I guess I have to give it to you.
Alex is now handing the controller over to me, knowing that there's no more to do in this game. Yeah, it turns out 30 of the switches in the game are mapped to different monuments around the world, and when you push them, you blow them up. And if you blow up all of them, that's it. Game over. Alex managed to find one. Good job. It's not really likely, considering just how many switches there are in this game. I just warped around. Alright, you give me a few minutes to work with here, so I'm just gonna start randomly pushing buttons.
Okay.
That's how we do. But if this game looks good to you, check it out. It's... oh boy. Oh boy. It is like nothing you've ever played before. Yes, I've seen Monty Python, thanks. I guess that was an influence for this game, pretty obviously.
Terry Gilliam was just a little influential of
just a little
experimental animators at the time. Oh my god, get out!
Dear God.
Get the fuck out of here,
We've gone
Danny.
too deep. We've gone way too deep into this game.
Oh, I feel it's Baby Mozart.
I know I should reset, but
You really should.
for many reasons. Alright, I'm going to push one more button in this next scene. Oh, look! Check it out!
Holy shit, it's the BIOS!
Cool!
Wait, is this the English version of the game or the Japanese version?
This is the English version of the
But
game.
it's the Japanese BIOS!
Uh-huh, they
just
didn't
not
change it. Nope.
Damn.
I was hoping to get a funny scene there, but we've been too good at this game. Well, since we're perfect at this game, I think now is a good time to do that speedrun. So as I mentioned before, you can beat this game in like 5 minutes. I gotta warn you, this is gonna be pretty boring. It's gonna consist of me warping from one place to another until the game suddenly ends. But we're gonna do something fun here. I've never actually seen the ending of this game. I watched the speedrun last night, and I stopped it right before the ending because I wanted to keep it a surprise for everyone. I wanted to experience it alongside everyone else. So let's do that. Luckily, this route is pretty easy to follow because a lot of the instructions boil down to the switch in the upper right, or the switch in the lower right, or the switch on the left, or the switch on the right. Mm-hmm. And I've routed it out, and we're going to see 100% playthrough of this, and you're going to get to see the ending as soon as I do. I'm excited.
John BIOS.
John BIOS. Maker of all your favorite hardware.
You get me, Burton. As long as the intent is communicated, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Alright, so our route is upper right, lower lower left, left, upper right, lower right, and I'll continue after we get to that point. Alright, so upper right.
Thank you for proving me right, Dominic.
What has been proven?
Well, they pronounce BIOS the same as me, and their dad helped co-write the first computer science exam in the UK, so...
Bam! You got told. Alright, lower right, then... Yeah, you've seen these scenes before. You were on the speedrun path for a while.
Holy shit, how?
Lower right.
The opponent, that is actually why I will always mix up how I pronounce GIF. Sometimes GIF, sometimes GIF. I don't really care. It's a secret.
Alright, and here you push lower left. And then up... Oh wait, no. Lower left, left, upper right, lower right, upper right. Maybe I should have been more specific with this, but I think it works.
Listen, it's pronounced BWAS, okay? Not BIOS, not BIOS, but BWAS. I know this. I did research.
Alright, making pretty good time. We're about halfway through the game right now, if you can believe it. And we go upper right. Making pretty good time. Probably should have had a timer for this, but whatever. Wait a minute, is this is the wrong switch. That was the wrong switch. that was really the wrong switch. Stop.
See,
no, stop.
Progesterone.
No, stop it. Okay, shift in strategy. Shift in strategy, I'm going to bring up that speedrun and follow it in real time. So that doesn't happen again. Okay, oh no, I got lost in my walkthrough. It's supposed to be down. I'm sorry, everyone.
You pressed the wrong button.
I pushed the real wrong button.
Oh yeah, I am absolutely broken. I'm sorry.
Lower right now? I think we're back on track.
I'm okay.
Oh,
okay.
Man. Well...
Battlehork, I'm not okay.
I'm focusing on my speedrun. I can't see anything anyone's saying. I assume everyone's saying that I'm doing a great job and not to worry about the mistakes I made.
Battlehork said that the button caused a bubonic plague.
Oh my god.
There we go, I'm cool. Sorry, the testosterone makes my voice crack, and also pressing buttons that make you grow boob make my voice crack too. Beautiful!
That was pretty amazing. T for teen.
T for
teen.
I'm on T for testosterone.
I'm gonna go ahead and save here in case something happens again. Oh yeah, they give you a whole map to look through here. is the route we're taking. Oh, boy. Okay, I think it's lower left now. Unless I'm wrong and the screen suddenly fills with boobs again. And then lower right. Hey, you were here. This is right at the end of the game. Every day's an adventure with the Sega CD.
Ah, cool. You should get on that Sega MegaNet.
Funny you should say that.
I know.
We have quite the game coming up in the second half, if you're interested in the Sega MegaNet.
Pause!
There.
Aw. I don't like this. Oh, I guess that's where all the heads went from all those animals.
That makes sense.
Also, why'd they keep in the whatever?
Alright. Our last few moves are right, right, left, up, down. And left, up, down, and we're done here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming to my recital.
It's beautiful, thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, second to last scene in the game here. As curious as I am to see what kind of animations are in this one, we probably shouldn't. Oh, panic. And here we are. The central computing system.
We're in Cyber City.
We've reached it. Cyber City.
You
Now we
gotta
have to escape from it. Just notice the dog has a butthole. That's good. I would expect nothing less from this game.
That's so... Whoa.
Cool.
I love the cybernet.
And... time. We're done. That was an almost perfect speedrun.
Cyber, what you got?
Only one mistake. And
Only
boy, what a
one
mistake it was.
Massive mistake.
Alright, I'm finally gonna get to see what the ending of this game is. Because as you saw, you can play it a lot. You can take a lot of different paths, and you'll never see the ending unless you do one very specific route. Oh, it's beautiful.
This game rules.
It does. I love this game. This game's trying to get me kicked off of Twitch, and yet I still love it. That's Panic, everyone. What you saw was about maybe 1% of all the gags in this game. There's a ton of them. The whole disc is filled up with all these bizarre animations. And if you like what you saw, get this game. I highly recommend playing it. There's no skill required. You can just push buttons, and you'll probably have a good laugh or two. Or be horrified.
Chuckle.
You'll be horrified and also laughing, but also sad and horrified, but happy.
That's too many emotions, Danny. I quit.
Okay. We did it. We saved the world.
That was wild. That was a trip, Danny.
What a trip that was. I cured the virus.
Please escape this game, lady.
Oh, good.
Please be normal.
The jukebox didn't grow boobs.
Oh, thank God.
I don't like the sound of that. Oh. Well, that's fine. No one was hurt.
Everyone come out and take a bow.
Yeah, come out, everyone. There's Slap and Stick and the Moon and a guy from a 20s cartoon and all the weird Salvador Dali clocks. His speaker guy.
That lady, Frankenstein. That lady, that skeleton.
Now, all these characters you see in these interstitials where they say something weird. And again, you didn't see even a fraction of what's available in this game. Kent Flick, Human Sound Machine.
Thank you, Kent.
Wow, what a game. So I beat it, but really there is no end to this game. You're never realistically going to see everything that's in this game. Though it does keep track, it gives you a percentage of the number of gags you've seen. So if you really want to 100% this game, it'll take you a long time. There's a lot of stuff in this game. But on the other hand, it's also the kind of game where you can play it and eventually reach a point where you feel like you're satisfied. Bring it out every few years, maybe stream it, horrify everyone who hasn't seen this game. It has a lot of uses. And though its use of gameplay is questionable in that there is no gameplay, it's still like nothing else, and the fact that it got a US release is amazing. Good on you, Data East.
I love this game.
What's your opinion, Alex?
I love this game.
I do too.
This game has its issues.
The toilet quintuplets.
Oh, I love them. My beautiful children. Beautiful toilet children.
So realistically, we could bring this out at any time and just push random buttons, see a completely different series of scenes, and yet be just as entertained. And that's kind of the magic of this game. You're never really done with it. You can decide that you've seen enough of it, but there's always more to see. That makes it intriguing and also a little bit scary. Because I still don't know the depths of what this game will do. Oh my god,
it's Crazy Frog and a little boner.
Hey, good. I just wish Sega made this a thing. Like, every few years they pump out this really bizarre button-pushing game. Just draw new animations. Make it like a thing. Make a Panic 2, a Panic 3. I'm glad I didn't see that guy. Or that guy.
There's a lot of really good independent animators out there. I bet you could do something like this, now.
Yeah.
Get like a weird animator and get a bunch of them and be like, alright, just make a bunch of weird things.
Actually, yeah. Make it like a collective sort of thing, where you just put together a bunch of people with different art styles. Just all kind of sharing the same vision, but different executions of it.
Kind of like those things where people will reanimate like a short or whatever. I think there was like a Mama Luigi reanimation, something like that. Yeah. Or
the RoboCop fan film.
Yeah. But with like Panic in the place.
Yeah. That's what I want to see in the future. A remake or a sequel or really anything.
Something. Yeah.
But to wrap things up, it's a goddamn miracle this came out here in the States, and I'm really glad it did. It is easily one of the best Sega CD games, even though it has no gameplay. That's the contradiction at the core of Panic, and at the core of the Sega CD itself. It's a summary of all the things I love and hate about the Sega CD.